Okay, we're live on that one. And let's see about this one. Okay, today's 24th, right? For some reason that's not letting me. Will you check our Facebook page, see if we are live?
I don't see anything.
Yee! How did I get around this last time? Uh-oh. Okay, that one is live. YouTube's live, Facebook's not. Go live, here we go. Hello, everyone. I think we are going live for Crystal Media Live. I think it might still be loading. Okay, I think we are up and running. Welcome to today's episode. I'm Crystal Vilkaitis, retail social media teacher. Thank you for being here. This is our second episode, and I'm so thankful for those of you who are tuning in live with us or watching the recording. Now, if you are watching, our code word for today is video. I'll tell you what to do with that code word at the end of today's show, but be sure to write that down. Now, if you are new to our live streaming shows, I just want to take a couple of seconds here and explain to you how they work. So if you are here with me live, feel free to participate. If you want to like the video, that way we can see that you're here. If you have questions, you can chat those in, or anything that you want to share, you can share those in the comment section. I love participation, so feel free to get involved. I am going to answer your questions towards the end of the show. I have Pauline, who is here with me on my team. She'll share those with me. But we are going to answer the questions that are related to today's topic, which is about video. Now, feel free to share questions that you have that might not be related. We will store those for future shows, but we're not going to answer them on today's show, okay? So we will stay on topic. And let me head over here. I just want to make sure I'm a part of this. And let me go to my little guide. Make sure I covered everything. We're good. So with that secret code, just a quick heads up, you're going to win something. We're going to draw a winner today around 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So hang on to that code word. And all right, so let's dive into today's episode, which is all about overcoming your fear of going on camera. And this episode topic came from our retailers who ask in our private Facebook group in Social Edge. They have a lot of concerns about going on camera and a lot of questions. You know, what if I mess up? What if I look stupid? What if I'm not comfortable? What should I say? How long should it be? There's a lot of fears and hesitations around going live or just being on camera and putting it on social media. So we're going to address those today. I've got some tips to help you overcome the fear that you might have. But before I get into those tips, I just want to talk about how important video is in today's world that we live in. And if you are using video to market your store now, will you go ahead and like this video? That way I can see who's using video. And if you're not, that's okay. But I hope by the end of today's show, you will feel inspired to do so. So video is such a strong tool especially on social media in today's world, especially on Facebook specifically, which is where we are right now, because of the nature of video. Facebook is putting a heavier weight on video posts, so you have a better chance of having more people see what you're posting when you post to Facebook if it's a video. The nature of live stream, like we are doing right now together, people can engage, can bump you up to the top and get free additional exposure for that as well. Couple of video stats for you. According to HQ and Digital Information World, online video will account for 74% of all web traffic, and 500 million people are watching video on Facebook every single day. How crazy is that, right? Pauline, her head just exploded. She can't believe it. So Facebook's investing millions in promoting Facebook Live, getting people personally using it, businesses using it. They're even doing print and TV commercials to promote it. For an independent business, you have such an opportunity to do video because you have your people, you're the owner, where big box stores don't have that advantage to really connect and grow those relationships. So there's a really big opportunity for independents using video. And I want to just give you a couple quick examples of our retailers, our Social Edge members who are using video and what kind of results they're seeing. So the first one is Kim with Fabulous Female Boutique. Kim is very active in our Social Edge group. So I went over to her Facebook page last week. She doesn't know this, but I spied on her a little bit and took a look at the videos that she's publishing. And I found one a couple months ago where Kim just had her phone. She went live on Facebook, live streaming, just like we are here today. And she wasn't even actually on the camera. She just took her phone and showcased some of her new products that she just got in. It was a new jewelry line. And when I was looking at Kim's page, she had about 2,800 people who liked her page. So likes or fans. So 2,800, okay? The video that was posted a couple months ago got over 7,800 views, almost 8,000 views for an independent retailer who's talking about new products. It was about a minute long. And then the comments in there, people were asking about price, people were tagging their friends, they were asking just about the product and about the line. Really great engagement. Now, I don't know how many sales Kim made from that. And Kim, if you're watching, you want to share, feel free to do that. But my point in this example is to show you the reach that you can get. Almost 8,000 people seeing what's new from just quickly going live. And at that point, you're not even in front of the camera. She was talking to people, so you got to feel comfortable in doing that. But really great exposure for this store. Another example I want to share with you, Coriander, the owner Sarah, went live. She was on camera. They had a really great promotion called Free My Hangers. Yeah, Free My Hangers sale. And it was 40% off. So really great promo, right? And she went live telling people about it. And then shortly after the video, somebody came into the store, mentioned the Facebook video, and spent $300. At that time, Sarah didn't promote the post. It was all free organic reach. This woman tuned in, came into the store, spent $300. And we don't always have those stats on how many people came in and how many people purchased from what we're posting on social media. It could sometimes be a challenge. But what I'm hearing from our retailers is when they do video, people are coming in saying, hey, I watched your video. We're hearing a lot more feedback around video than, hey, I saw your photo on Facebook. So they're really feeling like they're connecting, getting to know you, a part of your community in your store, and then coming in and buying. Even here with us at Crystal Media, we used to write these blog posts. It would take time to write the blog, find the screenshots, hyperlink, bold, upload the blog onto our website. And we get about 100 to 300 people viewing those blog posts. We did Crystal Media Live just last week was our first episode, and we had just over 400 views within the first couple hours of us publishing. Last time I looked at, it was Friday, we had just a little over 1,000 views on our video. So significantly more. And what I had to do is I scripted kind of what I wanted to say, and then I go live with you, and then I'm done. It's a lot easier than writing and linking and getting screenshots, and we're getting even better reach for it. So I share those things with you so you know the importance of video. And now let's talk about some specific tips to help you overcome any kind of fear that you might have as you're going on camera. If you don't have fear, if you feel comfortable to just get out there, you might pick up a few extra tips to help make your videos even better from today's show, okay? So I wanted to see if I could see some people engaging. How we doing? We got a lot of engagement going on? Hey, everybody. Good. So I just want to take a minute before I get into these tips and say hi to you guys. Jarena, Jillian, and Beth, welcome. Thanks for being on our show. And I love that you guys are sharing where you're tuning in from. We are in Carlsbad, California. So hello from Southern California. Thanks, guys. Justin, John, awesome. Okay, I'll get back to my tips. Let me get my sheet so I stay on topic here. Okay, so if you have any hesitations, here we go. Overcoming your fear of being on video. My first tip is I want you to remember that your videos are about your viewers. It's not about you. We often feel like, oh, I'm going to go on camera and how am I going to look and how am I going to sound? And I want to be perfect and I don't want to show that I'm nervous or I don't want to mess up. But all of that's very natural. That's okay if you do that, and I'll talk about that in a second. But the viewer, you have to really just think about them. What do they want to hear? What do they need to know? What's going on for them that you could communicate to them and help with your products or events or sales or things that you have going on in store. So just remember, don't put all that pressure on you, even though you're the person who's on the camera. It's really about the people watching. Give them the info that they need. Another point I want to say on that is that you're really doing a disservice to the people who are fans of you and your customers if you're not telling them about the new products and events and sales. They want to know about what's going on in store, and they might have missed the email that you sent out, or maybe you did post a picture on Instagram. Video is just another way that we could talk about what's going on in store. And if we don't do that, we're really doing a disservice to our customers by not letting them know what's going on. So just remember, it's about them, not about you, okay? The next point, number 2, is to be yourself. If you're not funny, don't try to be funny. If you don't really have high energy, don't go in and try to be like, hey, everybody, check out what we have to sell. Really just be yourself. When people come into your store, how do you act with them? How are you talking to them? Are you saying, oh my gosh, look at this awesome okay hand sign we just got in? This is like my favorite, comes in a set of 3 and I love it. Versus, hello. Welcome to our video. We just got these items in. Like, just be yourself. I say holy guacamole and Crazy Town USA. And even though some people might not think that's very professional, I don't care. It's who I am. I'm going to be my authentic self so people can connect with me and really build a relationship with me. And the same thing goes for you. So just be yourself when you're on camera. Don't feel like you need to be any other way. Okay, let's see. Oh, the other point I want to make about that is that we're posting to social media. So we're not like creating this big box movie production show, right? We're just posting to social where people are watching cat videos and baby videos and connecting with friends and family. So just be yourself. It's going to help people connect with you. Number 3, be yourself, but be prepared. When you go on video, I want to make sure at the very least you kind of have an outline of what you want to talk about in your video, or you already have a table set up with your products. That way you're not like fumbling or trying to decide what you want to do, or you're just kind of like staring at the camera like, oh, what should I talk about next? Like, be prepared because it will keep people engaged with your video. We want them to stay on. We want them to engage, and that way you're not forgetting something too. Like if you want to tell them about a new class that you have going on and you want to share your phone number so they could call and register for your class or go online and buy tickets for it. That way we don't miss anything, okay? So be prepared with your videos. The 4th tip is to smile. You will be surprised by what smiling does for not just the viewer. It's very friendly when they see you starting off smiling, but for yourself as well. I've learned that when you smile, it releases some sort of endorphins, I believe, that makes you happier. I've been told that if you're in the car and you have some road rage, if you just smile, it'll help you calm down and feel better. It could do the same with you on video, just kind of put you in a happier mindset. Even when I have to make calls or if I'm kind of nervous, if I just smile, kind of helps me calm and make me feel better about the situation. So don't forget to smile. Number 5, know that you are not alone. A lot of people have fear about going on video. And some of that fear might be similar to public speaking, especially if we're live streaming, because we know people are on with us right now. And there's, different things going on, like people are commenting and people are watching, and I'm in my store. And so, you might feel like, oh, there's a lot going on, but just know you're not alone in any kind of fear or hesitation. So many of our Social Edge members have reached out to me and said, I just don't know if I can do it. In fact, Pauline and I were just in Phoenix a couple weekends ago at a conference. There's about 1,000 people in the room. And the host of this conference asked people who haven't gone on video before. And I was really surprised by how many people raised their hand. So he gave everybody a challenge at lunch: film your first video. And even though it was like we were really into it and we all said yes, a lot of people came back and still didn't do it. They shared some of their videos in the Facebook group, and a lot of them said, okay, I can't believe I'm doing this, or this is my first time. And some were nervous and quiet. And I mean, you got all sorts of videos, but it was so cool to see them just get out there and do it. And I just want you to know you're not alone if you have any kind of fear. Number 6 is don't focus on perfection. Again, you're not making this high production movie that people are going to buy tickets to go see. You are just talking about what's going on in store. And if you mess up, that's okay. You are human. Often when we kind of fumble or mess up or something like that, we just show our authentic self. People connect better with that anyways than it being this perfect video. So I really want you to focus on just being you, just getting the video out there, and then learn from it too. Like, just do it. Then see what the response was, and you'll be prepared, you'll be yourself, but you'll just make some tweaks along the way as you go. Done is better than perfect. And we even have a retailer client of ours who was going live, like one of their first live videos, and we actually happened to catch the first minute of it. And the camera fell, and they were kind of like, okay, stop, let's not do this. They stopped, they deleted the live, and then they tried it again. So I was really happy that they tried it again. They didn't give up. They stopped and they deleted it. And a couple people saw that. We were one of them. I kind of feel like if they would have kept going, even though they dropped it and kind of been like, whoops, okay, so we're clearly newbies here, that might have actually increased some of the engagement and helped people really connect and feel like they're human, right? So don't be afraid of that. Don't focus on perfection. If you mess up, it's totally okay. I could tell you a lot of stories about times that I've messed up on camera or even from stage, and I just had to work through it, and it just showed people that I'm human too. All right. Then let's see, number 7, and the final one, the biggest one, is just get out there and try it. I was speaking in LA a couple of weeks ago at the LA Mart, and I was sitting with a couple of retired ladies. They were sisters, and they're in their 60s, and they started hand making these gift items, and so they're trying to sell them online. And they're telling me, because I talked a lot about video in my session, and they're telling me, well, we have this shed that's like around the back of our house, and we have a lot of our materials in there. We have some tables, but it might be kind of dark. And they're just going on about what this shed looks like. And then they finally asked me, is that okay if we film in there? And I said, done. Just filming something is going to be better than filming nothing at all. Let's try it. Go do either a live video or pre-record it, put it online, see what people say. Are people asking about product? Are you selling items? Are they engaging? Are they saying, oh, I love this, thanks, ladies? Or are they saying, oh, I can't hear you. Oh, it's really dark. Are you in a dungeon? What's the feedback that you're getting? Watch it. You could send it to some friends and family to get their feedback. And then if that's just not the right place, you can move. You'll learn from things as you start just trying it out. If you go to our YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and go to some of our old videos. I don't have any shame here. I'm going to let you go look at these. I have not deleted them. I'm like, my head's cut off. It's really dark lighting. I used to have Dustin, my boyfriend. he would press the film button and it was sitting on a box of envelopes, so it would bounce up and down until I started. And you know what? I just got the content out there, and I would get feedback from people saying, thank you, and that's so nice, and I learned something new. So I just kept trying. You're gonna evolve, but you just gotta try it once and then keep going and learn from it, okay? All right. So I will say there's a couple things. So on that point, I have a video that I did years ago that sort of went viral, almost 70,000 views, where most of our videos are a couple hundred or a couple thousand. This one had 70,000 views. And I was just recently reading through the comments, and some people were just so thankful, and it helped, and they finally understood what a hashtag was. And then some people were really mean. They called me names, they called me stupid, they were talking bad about the setup. And I'm sharing this with you because there are those kind of trolls, people online that they're sitting behind a computer and they feel like they could say whatever. They really have the power to do that. Being a business owner, you know this, if you've ever gotten any bad reviews that were kind of fake or didn't seem legit. And so the more you do videos, you do open up yourself for that kind of feedback and people maybe saying some mean stuff to you. I have a policy at Crystal Media, and I would just encourage you to have a policy. If anybody is cussing or leaves any kind of sexual comments, I delete those. But otherwise, if they didn't find my video helpful, or if they do have some feedback or response from it that maybe isn't so positive, I'll keep it. I think it's great to kind of have a conversation and for other people to read what people are saying. And I know I'm not going to get all positive responses all the time. I can't please everybody. And there are some people out there that just can never be pleased, and they'll let you know that. But just don't let that hold you back from doing video. Keep getting out there. Just have some sort of policy that you follow in store in case that happens. The last thing I want to say before we open it up to some questions is, if you are just not good on video, you tried it, but you just freeze up, or you're not that engaging, or it's really hard for you and you keep trying, but it's just not going to work. Like, not everybody is great on video. Then that's okay. We could do a couple other things. Maybe you just stay behind the scenes and you do some filming where you're not in front. I will tell you, if you can have a person in the video though, that tends to perform better. Maybe somebody on your staff can help you out there. You can also do things more so with like a slideshow, where specifically on Facebook, you could upload 3 to 10 pictures of new items, and maybe you're in the picture with the items, but you're not actually having to talk and film, go live, edit videos, things like that. So that is a little easier option, but I will tell you, the nature of video, you're going to get more people seeing it, better chance of engagement, better chance of driving people in and shopping with you. Okay, so to recap, let's scroll on down. We can't avoid video, right? Like this video if you agree, and I hope that you are going to commit to using video. In fact, here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I want you to film a video either today or tomorrow, okay? I don't want to give you like a week or a month. I want to give you up to 48 hours to film your video, okay? And I want you to leave a comment on our Facebook page. It could be here under this video. You could go to our page. You could go to Instagram or on our blog, heycrystalmedia.com/blog. You could leave a comment on the newest blog post there too, linking to your video or to your page. I want to go check it out. I want to kind of hold you accountable, and I just want you to get out there and see how it works for you, okay? So we can't avoid video. Just try it. The more you do, the more comfortable you'll get, and you'll learn from people's feedback and from watching your video. And if it's just not for you, determine somebody else or use other tools that can help still achieve that video nature, so you can still get some of that extra reach on social media. Okay, so I'm going to start taking some questions. Before I do, that secret word that I shared in the beginning of today's video, you can, actually, I'm not going to say that yet, because I don't want you to leave I don't want you to leave the video yet. So let me go over, Pauline, don't let me forget to tell them what to do with that. Let me go over to our questions. Robin, hi Robin, good to see you, says, doesn't matter which way I hold my phone, vertically or horizontal. So Robin, I would recommend doing vertical. So few points on this. We were filming, how were we filming, vertical or horizontal? And I tried to edit and it cut my head off.
In Phoenix?
Yeah. How were we filming? I think it was vertical.
Yeah.
Okay, so Robin, it depends on how you're gonna do the video. Like if you're gonna go live, I tend to keep it vertical because it also helps me see comments and stuff a little bit easier if you're doing it like right from the phone and going live. Right now, we're not using a phone, we're using a webcam, so I'm able to talk there and then still have my phone free. So the webcam will automatically kind of optimize for a horizontal view. With Instagram Live, I think that's got to be vertical. Horizontal, I think, is going to cut you off, or you're not able to kind of see some of the questions. I might be totally wrong. It might be the other way. Jess is okay, so it is vertical. However, like when we were recording a video versus going live, just recording on my cell phone, and we did it vertically, I went to open up the iMovie app. And this is a little like pro tip. If you have an Apple phone, an iPhone, you can download the iMovie video editing app. It's free because it's through Apple. And I imported the movie, but because I filmed vertically, I was cut off. And so I couldn't use the footage. So just film horizontally if you're gonna be doing any video editing. And I just want you to think about how we view videos, right? It's typically that horizontal. So when you are creating those, you're editing, that's the way you want to do it. Great question. Jarena asked, I went 2 times live, both times I freaked out and I laughed. And did people laugh at you? Okay, so first of all, awesome job on going live. Totally okay that you freaked out. Maybe people were laughing at you or your staff. I hope that you were just kind of laughing too. Like, it's just part of it. It's kind of feels unnatural to a lot of people, right? Like you don't typically go on a camera and feel like you have to talk to people. It's a totally different way than having a customer, a real life person in our store. So it just takes some adjustment period, but I'm really glad that you did that. Keep it up, Jarena. We believe in you. I want to see some of your videos. Please send them our way. And also, I hope that I am pronouncing your name correctly. Sorry if I'm butchering that. Can we just talk a little about hi and show the products for video? Can we just talk a little bit about?
And then
Can we? Yeah. Oh, totally. I got you. So just, yes, hello. My name is Jarena and I own this store, and I just want to show some of our products that we're loving or that we just got in store or that are on sale, or we only have one left of all of these, so get them before they're gone. Typically that first 3 seconds is when we really try to capture people. So that's where I think like, hi, and kind of getting to the point. I'm going to show you what's new in store. We're loving this new line. We got a special deal and an event invitation. Here we go. And just kind of like dive into your content, okay? Jill, does the get notified when so-and-so is live button show up automatically every time you go live? Not every time. You have to have notifications turned on for people to get that notification when they go live. So like I follow fan pages, retailers' fan pages on Facebook, and I get those notifications from them when they go live. Now here's something that happens though. Like I'll be on Instagram, and just somebody I'm following, they'll go live and I'll get a little notification up top like Pauline's going live, catch it before she ends, and I could just click on that. And I didn't sign up for that or anything. It's just popped up only because I'm following, we're friends on Instagram. So it doesn't always come up, and I've even noticed, and I don't know if this is a bug or if there is some sort of reason or algorithm to this, but some people I don't get notifications for, I'll get a notification that they're live. Like I haven't went to their page and say get notifications for this business, but I will see that they're going live. And I don't know if Facebook's putting that in as their algorithm may be pulling. We can make a note to kind of look into that a little bit deeper. But just, Jill, don't rely on it for everybody to always get notifications when you go live, okay? Still market it, let people know. Justin, hey Justin, this is Ashley's husband, I believe. If I'm doing a live stream from a food blog and I screw up, how do I move forward? Biggest fear of live stream for me. Okay, so here's the deal. If you screw up, like I would just kind of, it depends on how you screw up. You could just kind of call yourself out on it and be like, whoops, didn't mean to say that. Or, hey, I'm human. We totally messed this thing up. So we're going to move over and focus on the sauce now or whatever. Like if you could kind of transition, if there's no way you're like, I totally screwed up what I'm making, or all my ingredients fell on the floor. Now I can't make anything. You might just say, well, that was unexpected. As I clean this up, stay tuned. I'm going to share the recipe. We'll go live in an hour or this time next week. Sorry in advance. I'll share the link once we go live again to get people going back. But you have to keep in mind something too. Like I was on a webinar and we had over 400 people on the call. This is like terrifying. So we're just calling, right? And they could see my screen. Well, the system that we were using unmuted everyone. So if you can imagine 400 people on a phone call saying hello and hi, what's that noise? Can you unmute that? And you hear dogs barking and you hear chimes, you hear phones and emails coming in. And I couldn't stop it. And then people were getting really mad and irritated. And I know that that's kind of frustrated. They were excited for the webinar, but I had to stop. I had to shut it down. We had to redo it. We rescheduled for a different time. Most people understood. The thing about it was I was doing a free webinar. Nobody had to pay to get in. If they paid to go and it all like blew up and I didn't refund their money or I didn't do it again, then we have an issue, right? But if you're just doing this food video, this food blog, you're sharing one of your favorite recipes or how to cook something, you're doing it for free. If you have to reschedule or do it again, that's okay, okay? The biggest thing is that you just get out there and you do it. Jill, should we always use a tripod? Jill, I would try to have it be as balanced as a picture as possible because it can be kind of distracting when it's like moving all around. And especially if you're kind of a one-woman show and you don't have somebody who could be really balanced and really like, even if somebody's just holding it, I think they need to have a tripod because you could tell people kind of move. I've also noticed like somebody will be watching the person speaking while they're filming live and then forget to look at the camera and then like they slowly are moving too far. Now you're out of the picture. And so a tripod can help prevent any of that movement and just keep it really stable. I have like a traveling tripod. It's like $6 and the arms curve around so I can like wrap it on stuff. That can be an easy solution. Or they have like tall tripods, but I would recommend doing something like that. Melissa, is it better to have one person doing all the live videos or should we introduce other staff members and let them do some videos? I love the idea of having staff do videos too. I think that you can create some consistency with the owner or with the name of your videos. Like you could even have a theme to something, like we've created a show. You don't necessarily have to do that, but you could kind of have some consistency through the video. It doesn't have to be a person, but getting other people's feedback or maybe your customers know your different staff members and they get excited to see them. Your staff might want to share that they were on your Facebook Live and share it to their personal friends or on Instagram and get some extra exposure for the store. Of course, we're not going to require that, but they might be excited and want to share. So I just think it's a really great way to have some different personalities, highlight some of their favorite products. And then I think that you can get some metrics from that too. And because with video, here's something that's really neat. on Facebook, you could see how long people watch your videos for. So let's say that you and 3 other employees do go live. So you have 4 lives. You can look at those and see if people are dropping off at 50% of the way through, or are people staying on? What kind of engagement do people come in and buy? And you might find that somebody's just a little bit better on camera, or it just might come down to what you're talking about, the topic, right? It might not have anything to do with the person. I love the idea of introducing somebody too. That could be kind of fun, or having a staff member kind of like introduce the owner. You could test different things, but yeah, get some other people involved. I think that's a great idea. And help. I think I look so old. Oh, any air makeup tips. Okay, on air makeup tips. So Anne, first of all, you are going to be your toughest critics. You are going to think that you look just totally awful. And here, this happens to me. I have to edit my videos and I'm like, oh my gosh, my hair is so frizzy. Oh, I have a double chin. Oh, my hair is doing this thing that I hate that it's doing. And I pick up every little thing that's wrong with me, but I just keep telling myself, just forget it. Nobody else cares. Nobody else cares, right? Of how I look. All they care about is the content that I'm teaching. So same with you. So first of all, just know you got to just move past that with yourself and focus on, I kind of want to get a little hippie and just focus on like just self-love and being like, I look great, and just move past that, because we got to get the content out. As far as like specific on-air makeup tips, I think it's just important to look like yourself. So, you could cover up some blemishes and things like that. You can check, like, lighting can help. If you have bad lighting, or like lighting that's coming from up above and it looks like you have bags under your eyes, or if it's just kind of dark, or you've got a shade over here, that can make you look like, because the light's coming here. So try to have some natural lighting. We're in front of just big windows right here. That helps. We have a light kit, a ring that you could have in store. And you can even put your camera right in the center of the light kit so you get good exposure there. Lighting for sure is gonna help you, but I think another part of it is that I bet you don't look old. I bet you look beautiful. I bet your fans and people who like you on Facebook or follow you on Instagram are so happy to see your face. So just, there's gotta be an element of that too. Don't let it hold you back, okay? Laura, would you suggest advertising to the going live time? Yeah, definitely. Okay, so we've seen better responses when you let your audience know that you're going to be going live on this day and this time. And people can even get reminders for those live videos. So if they're scheduled, if you schedule them ahead of time, there will be like a little thing that goes in your news feed that says get reminder about that going live. And let's see, it was Jill. That's a way to get people to get those notifications as well as they get a reminder. And that way they get the reminder, or they marked it on their calendar. If you tell them like, you don't want to miss this, we have a special offer or a really big event that's happening, or we're going to give something away on our video, that's a really good way to get more people there. You can certainly just go live like off the cuff, like, hey, we weren't planning on doing this, but we've got something exciting to tell you. And then what I would probably do is, since people aren't necessarily tuning in because they know you're going live, I would advertise that afterwards for anybody that missed it. But it's definitely an organic feeling like, hey, we weren't expecting to go live, but we've got some cool news to share. So you could always do both, but advertising ahead of time, you'll get more people typically to tune in. Awesome questions. These were so great, you guys. And says, thanks, all capital letters. And you're so welcome. Do your video and send it to me. I want to see it, okay? And then Jess is in here too. Jessica's on our team, by the way, so she can help, and she might have answered some of you guys. So, and then Pauline's been sharing these questions. I have just the best team here. Okay, so that's it for questions. Let me just go back to my notes here and tell you what to do with that code word. So I gave you a code word at the beginning of the show. If you missed it, you can just go back to the beginning. I share it pretty quick in the beginning. You're gonna take that code word and you're gonna go over to our Instagram account. We are at Hey Crystal Media. That's Hey not.com, just Hey Crystal Media. That's our username. And the most recent post that's up there, it's a nice little quote graphic for Crystal Media. Share in a comment the code word. And if you want to share anything else about today's episode, something you learned, or just verbally committing to me that you will do more video, please do so. I would love to hear it. That's okay. We got a little echo. See, we're live. Stuff happens, right? So share it over there on Instagram. Be sure you're following us. And then at 3 o'clock today, we're going to pull a winner. This is what you're going to get. Let me go up. You're going to get 2 training resources that are only available in our Social Edge membership group. So you're going to get the self-guided review checklist. This is going to walk you through some things that are going to help you optimize your social media profiles. So you'll get that one. And then you also get 3 vital tips for boosting store traffic using social media. This is an ebook, so you can scroll through there and make sure you're doing those 3 things, as well as optimize your page with the checklist. So this is going to be randomly selecting somebody at 3. So you got some time to enter to win, but you must be following us and you must comment on Instagram, okay? And then let's see. Okay, so next week's show, we're going to do it same time. Wait, Pauline.
There's one last question.
Oh, okay. One last question. And it is.
What about using a selfie stick and walking around the store?
Oh, okay.
As opposed to sitting with a tripod and bringing the product in?
Okay, so selfie stick, walking around the store versus tripod, bringing product in. Do both. Try them, see how they work. I also kind of love mixing it up a little bit, like, ooh, we're moving around the store now. The key, if you are gonna move around the store, is that you know where you're going. Like, be prepared, have stuff ready, instead of being like, oh shoot, where was that I'm trying to pull? Oh, it's not here. Hey, so-and-so, do you know where that bag is? And then it's kind of like, oh, people are like, I don't have time for this. They click away. So just make sure what you're gonna grab is there. But I think that's a really cool way to bring the physical storefront to the digital world, right? That's what we always want to try to do. Get that experience online. So when they come in, they feel like they've been there before. They kind of feel like it's home. Okay, great. Thank you, Pauline. So next week's show, we do this every week, every Monday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Join us on our Facebook group or our Facebook business page for Crystal Media. Mark your calendars. Next week, we're talking about why store owners shouldn't manage their social media. And then the following week, we're going to keep going on that and talk about if you don't have a budget to hire somebody to manage your social media. I've got 3 tips to successfully manage on your own as the owner. Really important information in those 2 weeks. So mark your calendars. You won't want to miss it. I want to thank you for being here with me. I know that your time is precious and limited. It means a lot that you guys are here with us. So thank you. Take action on what you learned today. Go film those videos. Get out of your own way. Get on camera. Share them with me. I can't wait to see them. Thank you, everybody. I am Crystal Vilkaitis. I'll see you next week. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye. Let's go end it live. Let's see, end live video. Bye-bye. And we'll end over here. Let's see, that's still going. This guy, stop broadcast. Let's see. Oh, this one doesn't want me to stop. Am I stopped on? Oh, there we go. Yes, stop. On Facebook? We're still on? Okay. I broke the internet. That says Healthy Stream Live, stop broadcast. I think I'm still on. Yes, stop.